Hey, what's up guys, it's KZ Foxer. Today's video will be a Liliana solo queue gameplay for you guys. And as you can see before we jump into the game, let's talk about our picks. We have a Omega and a Aram on our team, and Aram actually bought the support item first, which means this Omega has to go to the Darkseer lane to be a laner, not a support, but he actually chose to go top side and start dual laning with our ADC at top. So when you play solo queue, it is quite common to have some weird teammate that doesn't understand the game fully, and they are just going to do some really weird, unusual things like what we have over here. And when you play mid lane into that kind of team, you just have to work with what you got, because you can't really go in and solo kill them all with a mage. Especially when you play a mage like Liliana, you know, a mage that's not Tulin. You just have to work with these unexperienced players. And over here you can see this Omega is actually taking my wave, which he shouldn't have done. And we don't have any people in our Darkseer lane, and this still lost his red buff because Tower invaded our jungle earlier. So this was quite a bad start for us. But you just have to keep going and try to work with what you got. And this Omega again try to clear my wave, and I have to share my wave with the two support that we have. So it is just all very weird. But again, you just want to keep going, clear a wave, do your thing, try to find opportunity to start snowballing, start getting kills. Fortunately, we have an ADC that knows how to play this game, so they got a kill at the top. And this first dragon spawns, we see the Wukong at the bottom side, and over here I'm not level 4 yet, but our Zil started on blue side, but the Zil got quite low. He had to cover Darkseer lane, which our Omega isn't really doing, so Zil has to be on the bottom side. I'm just going to take the small camp, because in case they start doing dragon, I can actually help them after I reach level 4. And over here we see that Wukong was over here, and they all just get squeezed in a little corner. You have to notice that I was trying to hit my first skill with 2 people. When you hit 2 or more people with your first skill, you actually have a passive. You can trigger a passive. Your auto attacks is going to do the maximum percentage of enemies HP, which is very, very good. That's how you maximize Liliana's damage on the people you have. You always need to try to hit 2 people, at least 2 people with your first skill when you're in human form. And we were able to get 4 kills just like that right over there. They were trying to fight our 2 supports at top. As you can see again, the Zil is trying to cover the Darkseer lane over here, and we don't know where their Wukong is, so you have to play very careful over here. Tower did a pretty nice juke to dodge the skills from me and from Zil, so he ran away, but still no one was taking that dragon. So I think after clearing this wave, I'm going to help my teammate do the dragon. This is a perfect opportunity to do the dragon, because Sephiroth has to clear the mid wave under the tower, and we actually have the number advantage when doing the dragon. So I just found my teammate over, and we actually got this dragon pretty easy. In this update, it's quite important to do the dragon, because you have a dragon buff after you kill the dragon for your whole team. That is going to provide somewhat a quite significant damage, especially in early game. So I actually saw the Wukong on the right side of the bush. Because our Omega doesn't have any experience, he isn't really getting the river vision for me. He's just staying top lane, trying to dual lane with our ADC, which is why I'm not having river vision. So I have to play extremely careful over here, because if I get caught by Wukong full combo, I could be dead very easily. He could kill me very easily. And so I just have to be super careful, super passive when I don't have vision. That's what you want to do when you play Liliana as well, because she doesn't really have an escape after she used her ult. So you don't want to get caught by Wukong. Wukong has a stun from his ultimate, and if it can crit when he jump onto you, you pretty much is going to be dead. And over here we can see, as you can see, I'm still trying to hit 2 people with my first skill in human form. Unfortunately, support used her ultimate so that she got away. But that is fine. Just keep clearing mid wave and find opportunities to snowball from here. And you can see this Zil guy's name is has our team tag in it, but he doesn't really have anything to do with our team. Maybe it's just our fan. So we have 4 men at the bottom. We're just trying to take the tower. As you can see, as you notice, you want to hide in the bush when you cast your second skill in the fox form, because it's going to take some time for you to cast. Placing yourself in the bush is going to make it safer for you to cast that skill. So we actually have the priority of rotation over bottom side of the map, which is why we could pressure mid tower over here. And since we have Omega following our EC most of the time, this was quite an easy tower for us to take. And you just want to, I went to that bush to check whether where approximately Wukong is by that moment, because he just took his red buff, so he could be mid or top at the moment. We haven't seen him in a while, so we have to play careful before it doesn't give him any chance to jump onto us. And we actually see him in mid, so it's quite safe for us to go into there and try to poke them down. And over here we just hit a stun onto Sephora. That was an easy kill for us. And try to you can notice one thing, because they have tower this game. I'm going to build Boomstick, and then I'm going to build a Toma Reaper over here, and Wukong used his ultimate, but we were not really able to kill him. Tower is the target. We got tower, and we should be retreating right now. And you can see on the bottom side of the map, tower almost got a second tier tower. Even though I saw Wukong was like jumping onto our teammate over here, but I actually go back to defend our high ground tower because we don't have a Dark Slayer laner. So solo queue, like I said earlier, solo queue, anything can happen. So over here our teammate is trying to come down here to help us, and I'm just going to clear this wave so that way it can push the wave out. The wave is going to be pushed, and with the Talon's slow effect, and Aram still have ult at the moment, and they did a nice combo onto the tower, so we got a kill on the tower. And I wanted to come with teammate over to do the Dark Slayer over here. I think it's a perfect chance because the enemy team is quite spread out onto the map. So I want our Zil to come over, but Zil is still clearing his blue side. I think at that moment he should just give up his blue side. He was still doing the small camp. He should just give it up and come over to do the Dark Slayer, because this is more important than his blue side. But he decided to not come to help us, which is why Wukong made a punish the Dark Slayer and stole it from us, but that was quite alright. Solo queue again, so you just have to work with what you got. And we are trying to pressure the bottom side of the tower. Our DC got hugged, unfortunately, and I triggered my passive from my first skill in human form, but we just couldn't really jump in over. We don't really want to dive the tower over here, so we're just going to help our teammate in mid and try to kill this tower. At the moment, I almost have Toma Reaper, so this tower shouldn't really be a problem for us after this. And this was a free dragon for us, and again our jungle decided to go to the opposite side of the map just to clear his jungle. And so that was quite unfortunate, but we were able to do it with 4 people, so that was fine. And when you play Liliana, it's really important. I always try to say the most important stuff in the middle of my video. So when you play Liliana, the most important thing is you don't want to jump in in the team fight. You want to poke with your skills in human form, and then you want to jump in with your ultimate once you're about to clean up the team fight. The only scenario where you want to jump in with your ultimate is you have a clear shot on enemy's backline, like over here. You can see they try to jump onto their ADC, but she flickered over. So the only chance you want to jump in is when you can get onto their backline. Liliana can do significant damage to enemies backline when she can jump onto them and just pretty much one-shot them if you can trigger your passive from your first skill in human form. So that's about the only time you want to jump in the team fight. But when you do a 5v5, you don't really want to jump in because in the end you're still a mage, you're quite squishy. If you jump in too early, you're gonna get killed by just the OE skills from any team. So you really want to play smart, poke with your human form. Right. So over here we got Tomer Reaper already. So one auto attack will give her the debuff for 3 seconds. So we just chase the orbit trying to kill that tower. She's quite annoying in pushing wave. So killing her means that we won't have pressure from one side waves. So after that, we're just going to help our teammate get in the bottom side of the tower, which we're trying to pressure quite well. And over here you can see I have a kill shot onto the enemy backline, back ADC. This Wukong jumped onto me. He crit on me once. I have to back off a little bit because I don't have anything else. So you just have to watch out for Wukong now. He might have his ultimate up at any second. And over here I was looking very closely on the mini map, so I know he was over there. He was going to jump onto our EC, so I stunned him when he was invisible. I think that was quite sick play. And the tower was trying to defend the mid wave, but she didn't know there was a bottom wave coming. So this was quite a sick game for me. I think when I play Liliana over here, especially when it's solo queue. Again, I think the best mage in solo queue is Tulin, but when you can't pick Tulin, Liliana isn't a bad choice either. As you can see, I earned MAP and did 31% of damage when I had 2 support on my team. So this was quite a good game for myself, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned a couple things from it. And as always, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And thank you guys for watching, and have a nice day.